Hey there, friends and enemies, Joper here again, and today I wanted to go over everything we learned from the version 1.1 special program for Honkai Star Rail. I'm pretty excited. Launching in just a couple weeks, we get a bunch of new content, new events, and new characters, so let's check it all out. First and foremost, we have the 5-star character Silverwolf. She's going to be on the first banner with Don Hang, with Asta, as well as Serval. So that's an interesting banner, especially if you need additional DPS type of characters. But Silverwolf herself she's a Nihility Quantum type, and what's interesting about her, she can actually change the weakness type of one enemy to match a character on your team. So say you want to throw a team together of 3 other of the matching type, like 3 other quantum characters or fire, wind, whatever the case may be, she's going to change the weakness type to match that. Because it is random, it'll behoove you to have multiple characters of the same type on the same team, which is normally hard to do if you want to consistently break enemies. So I'm really curious to see how those teams are going to shape up, and I think her banner is going to be well liked because of who it has on there as well. Then we've also got Lecha, who he's going to be very interesting. If you don't have Bailu or Japard or another healer character ready to go, he is going to be almost a must pull for a lot of people. He is Abundance Imaginary type, and his healing is going to be pretty good. He's also going to be able to do imaginary damage while taking away a buff from one of your enemies, and that's going to be very fascinating because especially when you get towards the end games, the enemies are constantly buffing themselves, so being able to take that away is going to be really valuable in my opinion. For me personally, having already had Bailu and I've got Natasha up to her E6, I'm probably not going to wish on this banner, but it does have another 4-star that's brand new in Yukong. She's another team buffer. So think Ting Yun, but instead of buffing one character, she buffs the entire team. She's Harmony and Imaginary type. And then the other characters on this are going to be Pela and then Xingche. So that's a banner I'm not really 100% sold on. I do like the idea of Yukong, but I'm not sure that's one I'm personally going to be wishing on. Then we've got some light cones. We've got Incessant Rain. This is going to be for Silverwolf. Followed by Echoes of the Coffin for Lucha, and then also we got Before the Tutorial Mission Starts. This one is going to be interesting because it's obtained by participating in the limited time Star Hunt game event, which is going to be free for everybody essentially. So you're going to be able to get this if you just play the event. It's got the ability increases the wearer's effect rate by 20%. When the wearer attacks enemies that have reduced defense, regenerates 4 energy. This effect only works on characters with Path to Nihility. So this one could be very interesting, especially on some Nihility characters. However, it's going to really shine on Silverwolf if you're not wanting to pull on her 5-star banner. I don't really recommend pulling on Light Cone banners because I think it's kind of a waste at this point. There's a lot of good 4-star options as well as a lot of 5-star options that you can earn from the simulated universe and other events like that. So that's why I would go in that direction personally. However, if you really like a light cone, wish for or whatever you want, it's your call. Environmental visuals, we've got changes to the Bellabog History and Cultural Museum, as well as the History and Cultural Museum General Hall. So these are going to be updates to the display and all that kind of stuff. So this is just new locations to check out. We've got the Industrial Hall, and then we've got the History Cultural Hall as well. So that's just some gameplay updates and environments that you'll be able to explore. We also have a Gift of Odyssey login event where you're going to get a free 10 pull if you log in every day. Very nice. I love when they do that, and free wishes are always a good thing. Star Hunt game. This is where you can get that 4-star light cone, which is very cool, as well as a bunch of other rewards. Essentially, the legendary hacker has launched a game on her space station, so it's going to be very fascinating how this game plays out. Looks like you're going to be taking pictures and placing these stickers at different locations. There's a bunch of other gameplay as well to check out, but these events that Honkai has, similar to Genshin, are really dependent on if you like this kind of thing and if it's fun for you. I personally play all of them, check them all out, see how they are, but I don't know if I'm going to get too invested in something like that. I like the combat-based events personally. We also have the Everwinter City Museum Ledger of Curiosities. Again, this is some decent event rewards as well, just some bonuses that you can get. And you're going to be essentially collecting stuff, doing stuff for this assistant, and just puzzle type stuff for this event. Then we kind of move on, and we've got there's a lot of events. This one, lab assistance in position. This is going to be, you're going to be compiling research reports essentially. And again, this is another event that I think is going to be interesting, but I'm not sure if it's really one that I need to go into too much depth with there. Again, decent rewards, not too bad there as well. Planar fissure. So this one is going to be for the simulated universe. The number of daily double reward opportunities is limited and can be viewed on the planar fissure event. But double rewards for the simulated universe is good, as well as the stellar flare. This is going to be one that I'm more interested in this than all the other events because it is going to be more combat focused, which I do like. So the enemies are going to kind of regenerate and stuff like that, which will be hopefully provide a bit of a challenge, and I'm looking forward to playing that for sure. And the nice thing about this event is that you do get to use trial characters, and I love events where they do that, so you can really get a feel for some of the characters you might not have. So the rewards are not too crazy on this one. The rewards for the other events are better, but it is what it is. Garden of Plenty, this is one that you'll be familiar with if you played Genshin, and it's essentially double rewards for Calyx Gold and Calyx Crimson. Now we go into the gameplay. This is where things get a little interesting because we have companion missions. Again, we saw those in Genshin, but this is fascinating because we are getting them for 5-star characters as well as 4 stars, which we have not really seen much of in Genshin Impact. So I'm really looking forward to checking that out and seeing how those kind of companion missions play out. Now you can chat with your friends on the game, which is fine. I'm not sure if I'll ever use that, but it's at least there for a few people who want to kind of talk to their friends on the game. Enemy navigation, you'll now be able to target your leveling materials, which I think is good. A nice welcome change there. And then Lost Trotter, so you can have random Lost Trotters for increased rewards. Overall, the new update is looking pretty good. I think there's still some things, quality of life things that I'd love to see improved for Honkai Star Rail, but overall, I'm looking forward to the new update. I can't wait to see how these new characters perform. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you excited about any of these characters? Are any of these banners must pull for you? I'll go over the banners in depth in another video, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. My name is Joe Play. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, helps me out tremendously. Shows you want to see more content from me going forward of this nature. I'm going to have loads of Honkai Star Rail coverage going forward for sure. I left the redemption codes for the special program in the pinned comment down below, so definitely check that out as well. Only good for a limited time, so do that as quickly as possible. My name is Joe Play. I hope you have a good one. I'll catch you all later.